if I ask you, for example, to take the number 2.3 and add it to the number 0.4, what is the very first step? The first step is to line these numbers up, stack them up. So we put 2.3 and we put 0.4, and we must put the decimals on top of each other, so that kind of like locks everything into place so that we can add the numbers. Start in the right. 4 going up, 5, 6, 7. 4 plus 3 is 7, so it goes right here. 2 plus nothing is 2. And then the decimal just falls right out of the sky, straight down into the answer there, which is 2.7. So what does this mean, for example, 2.3 candy bars means I have 2 whole candy bars, and I have a little fraction of another candy bar. But when I get to 0.5, it'll be another half of a candy bar. And when I get to 0.9 and roll over to 3.0, I'll have 3 candy bars. So I have less than half of another candy bar, because 2.5 would be 2.5 exactly. I have a little bit less than that. So when I add these together, I have almost 3 candy bars. 2.7 is getting close to 2.9, then it would roll over to 3.0 in terms of what that actually means. So I have 2 whole candy bars plus almost a third one. All right, problem number 2. Let's say I have 5.2 and I'll add it to 4.6. Again, notice the decimal points are lined up. I'm going to say it a million times. In the right column, 6 plus 2 is 8, goes in this column. 5 plus 4 is 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 goes in this column. The answer has a decimal which falls right out of the problem, so the answer is 9.8. This means if it were candy bars, I would have 9 whole candy bars and almost another complete one, because once I get to 9.9, then it would roll over to 10.0, 10 exact candy bars. So I have almost another whole candy bar there. All right, problem number 3. Let's take a look at 5.3 plus 4.9. All right, add them up. Start in the right column. What do we have? 9 going up, 10, 11, 12. I have 12, so I have to then carry the 1 to the next column like this. Now, I know that the 4 and the 1 will make a 5, and then 5 plus this 5 will be 10. So there are no more columns. I just write the 10 down here, just like this, and the decimal falls right into place. So the answer is 10.2 is the final answer of adding those numbers together. So it would mean if it were candy bars, I would have 10 whole candy bars, plus a little bit of another one, but not very much, because 0.5 would be another half of a candy bar, and this is much less than that. All right, let's take a look at the next problem. Let's add 3 numbers together. What if I ask you to add 0.1, and then I add that to 1.4, and then add that to 0.2? What is the very first thing we have to do? We must first line them up, stack them up. So 0.1, and then finally 1.4 would go right underneath it with the decimal lined up. And then the 0.2 has to go again with the decimal lined up. Even when you're adding 3 or more numbers, the decimals must line up. Here I have 4, 5, 6, 7, so a 7 goes here, and then just a 1 over here. There's nothing else there, so I have a 1, and then the decimal drops right out of the problem to an answer of 1.7. All right, here is problem number 5. We're going to add 93.8, and we'll add to that 17.1. How do we add these together? All right, start on the right. 8 plus 1 is 9. 7 going up, 8, 9, 10. But I have 10 here. I need to then put a 0 and carry a 1 for that 10 to happen. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 more is 11. So I have to write the 11 down here. All right, now the numbers are there. The decimal falls right out of the problem, just like this. 110.9. That's really, really close to 111 wholes. Once it rolls over 1 more digit, it'll be 111. All right, so again, the purpose of that decimal point is just to tell us how close we are to the next whole number. Next problem, let's take a look at 44.1, and we'll add it to 2.5. Notice I had to push it over to line the decimals up. If I accidentally moved it where the 2.5 was here, the decimals wouldn't line up and I would not get the right answer. So 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 4 going up, 5, 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then 4 plus nothing is 4. And the decimal just falls right out of the problem to an answer of 46.6. All right, just a few more, we'll pass the halfway mark. Let's add 3 numbers together. Let's say we have 12.2, and I'll add that to 17.1, and then I'll add that to 5.1. Again, I have all of the decimal points lined up. Everything is basically aligned with the decimal here. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4, so a 4 goes here. I have 7, then I have 8, 9, so this makes 9 right here, and then 9 plus 5. I can count if I want, but I know that 9 plus 5 has to be 14, because 10 plus 5 is 15, so 9 plus 5 has to be 14. And you can count them on your fingers if you like, so put the 4 there, carry the 1. 1, 2, 3 right here, and so then I take that decimal, and it goes right in between, just like this, 34.4. That's the final answer. All right, only 3 more problems. Let's take a look at 80.8, and we'll add that to 32.5. All right, again, we start in the right. What do we have? 8, let's count up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is what we get there, so you put a 3, but you have to carry a 1 to the next column over. 2 plus 1 is 3, goes right here. 8 going up, 9, 10, 11 means I have to put an 11 right down here, and the decimal just falls right down into the answer, 113.3. All right, only 2 more problems. Here we'll add 3 numbers, 70.2, and we'll add to that 2.1, and we'll add to that 0.1. How do we add these up? Again, the decimals are always lined up. We have to line them up. Here we have 2, then 3, then 4. 4 goes in this column. 2 is the only thing in this column, and 7 is the only thing in this column. So the decimal point just comes straight out of the problem into the answer, 72.4. And that's the final answer. All right, we only have 1 more problem left. Let's take a look at 434.2, and we'll add to that 32.3. Notice the decimals are lined up. If I push this thing over one position accidentally, the decimals won't line up and it won't work, so I have to line them up. In the right column, 3 going up, 4, 5, 5 goes here. 4 going up, 5, 6 goes here. 3 plus 3 we know is 6. 4 plus nothing is 4, and the decimal goes right out of the problem into the answer, 466.5. So, in this lesson, we have wrapped up the idea of adding numbers that have a decimal to the 10th place. The same thing we did in every problem. We line up the decimal points, and we start from the right, working our way left, just as we always do. The decimal then falls right into the answer. I'd like you to practice these yourself. When you feel like you understand what's going on, follow me on to the next place, on the next problem set, where we will continue learning how to add decimals, but in the next lesson to the 100th place. But let me give you a spoiler alert. It's going to be easy because we're still going to line up the decimal points just like we're doing here. Follow me on to the next lesson. We'll conquer it right now. Learn anything at mathandscience.com.